boys and girls. Come on in. Welcome to Mimi's Reading Corner. Have a seat and get comfortable. We're going to have another bedtime story, which I will read to you from Bible Storybook by Elsie Egermeyer. These are true stories taken from the Bible. When we left off last time, the mother had put her child into the river. The princess had found him and wanted to keep him and save his life, and his sister Miriam had heard this. What happens here? Well, bravely, Miriam stepped up to the princess and said, "Shall I go and call an Israelite woman to nurse this baby for you?" Of course, there would need to be a nurse, and the princess was quite willing to hire an Israelite woman. So Miriam hurried home and quickly brought back her own mother, the baby's mother. They carried back the baby once more to their home, where they should no longer need to fear that its cries might attract the attention of their enemies, for everyone learned that this baby had been adopted by the king's daughter. When the baby grew old enough to leave his mother, he was taken to Pharaoh's palace and given to the princess. She called his name Moses, which means drawn out, because she had drawn him out of the water. And she placed him in the best schools of Egypt, that he might learn all the wisdom of her own people and be ready someday to occupy the Egyptian throne. Next king, she thought. Well, when the boy Moses grew to manhood, he did not forget his own people, the Israelites. Sometimes he left the beautiful palace and its gardens where he lived among the princes of Egypt and went out into the fields and the cities where his people were toiling, working really hard. His heart felt sad when he saw the cruel taskmasters oppress his people. He believed that God had spared his life when a baby in order that he might be able to someday help spare his own people's lives. How he longed for that time to come. He even despised the riches of Egypt when he saw the hardships and the poverty, the poorness of the Israelites. He despised the idolatry of Egypt when he saw the princes and rulers and how they would bow down to worship oxen and cats and snakes and not God. Well, we're going to stop our reading there. We'll take up again next time and see what happens with Moses. Until then, happy reading. Good night, everybody.